Not to mention other women he had intimate relations with outside of them. So the question was, how did Eazy have acquired immune deficiency syndrome, but not one of these people contracted the disease?
Woman who's pregnant when you pass, and you had just had a baby before you passed.
You got side
then
women.
you have 11 other children. Then you got all these other side women who are your women.
Yeah, I heard a new
and
kid
not one
recently
person
popped
is.
up. Yeah.
It appeared all of those who were close with Eazy E disagree with the way he passed away, and instead felt like the rapid decline of his health was too swift and unnatural to a regular patient, and that if he did in fact have the disease, that there was foul play included to end his life.
Yeah, and it's just ironic because, you know, I know people can live with HIV for years and look normal and look healthy, but when you're about to from full blown, you're gonna look like you're gonna die from. I've seen people that from and they look like they have. Eazy didn't look like that at all when he passed away.
It's like my chest hurt and then died of AIDS. You know what I mean? And it's like, what happened to HIV? What happened to actually, you know, having AIDS and then deteriorating? Like you just, oh, doc, my chest hurt, and then you, like something can happen.
His son, little Eazy E, became an acquired immune deficiency syndrome activist after his father's passing to learn about the disease and spread awareness and help those suffering from the ailment. The more he walked this path and obtained a wealth of knowledge about the disease, the more he had doubts about his father's passing.
Associated with individuals who run it. And these individuals who run these organizations are getting me to come out here and paying me to come talk or flying me out the country are individuals who are living with full-blown, you know what I mean? And just hearing their story and catching up on the facts of what's what and what you can do and how you can live. I still didn't understand how my father was attacked so fast from it.
The more time passed, the more suspicions arose about Eazy's passing. This became increasingly the case when it was found out that his girlfriend, who was pregnant with their child, Tamika Woods Wright, married Eazy E while he was in the hospital and was given control of his estate. That brought more problems of its own, with people now pointing fingers at her, the attorney Don Sweeney, and others who were in the hospital room. This was due to the fact that the marriage angle didn't add up if Eazy E was paralyzed and unconscious, etc. As the doctor claimed since March 15th, then how could he have consciously made the decision of marriage and given his now wife control of the estate and signing the will, even writing the letter to the attorney read to the public? What's more, from loved ones' recollection, the marriage certificate didn't have Eazy E's handwritten signature, but it was typed on.
That lawyer is complicit in this case. That lady is complicit in this case. And some other people, yo. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, who knows? Wasn't nobody there, bro, to really know for sure. We know he couldn't write. He didn't sign the marriage certificate. We know that. His name is typed on it.
Everything kept getting even more eerie with more details. Little Eazy E went on an interview revealing some of the doctors at the time could no longer be found. Signatures were forged, etc., which made the story of how Eazy E passed away become riddling with plot holes that couldn't be filled logically.
Got forged signatures. You got doctors who can't find right now. You got, you know, death certificates that were altered. You know what I mean? You got all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So
Evie, Eazy E's daughter, was adamant about the suspicion of her father's passing and did a deep dive research into what happened, from speaking with health professionals to persons around the hospital at the time.
I have never believed the official story of my father's. I have always believed that something else happened.
It was then the things the family knew started becoming public. Apparently, they were at odds with Tamika because, other than her family, it's alleged that the others only got $75,000 out of his $20 million plus fortune and then were cut off and not given anything.
All his kids, aside from Tamika's child, who they had together, don't financially benefit at all.
They don't at all.
Estate.
Not at all.
At all.
At all.
A lot of things allegedly started being different than it originally was. For instance, it was first stated that the cause of his passing was cardiac arrest, according to BG Knockout.
His certificates say cardiac arrest also. So why they not saying he from cardiac arrest? You see what I'm saying?
Well,
it don't say cardiac arrest due to a complications with the virus. It just says cardiac arrest.
But then, when Ebby later sought for his certificate, it was listed as pneumonia due to acquired immune deficiency syndrome.
I just pulled it out. I know you can't see it, but I'm just going to read it to you. So it says, immediate cause, pneumocystis carinii pneumonia due to acquired immune deficiency syndrome.
This begs the question, was this the altered certificate his son, little Eazy E, was speaking about?
You know, I never wanted to really do it. My sisters did, and again, you got forged signatures, you got doctors who can't find right now, you got, you know, certificates that were altered, you know what I mean? You got all kind of stuff, you know what I mean? So
Eazy E's child mothers got into a legal battle with Tamika, and it alleged that the truth about Eazy E's passing was being uncovered and was near being discovered.
You know, and then they just got out of like arbitration with Tamika. You know, Eric and some people in his family and a couple of people that I know. And it almost came out. The truth almost came out. You know what I'm saying? Because it goes that deep.
And if the suspicions weren't already staggering, an enemy of Eazy E went on national television and said something that made everyone question if he was in fact the mastermind behind Eazy E's passing.
So they got this new thing out that people sell them all the time. They got this stuff they get blood from somebody, and then they shoot you with it.
Oh,
so
well, that seems bad.
That's a slow death.
Yeah.
Eazy E thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Eazy E and Suge Knight were at odds after Suge Knight stole his artist, Dr. Dre, and it nearly resulted in a bloodbath of retaliations.
Suge tried to destroy my record company with the help of others, Dre. So right now we're getting everything back together and we finna come out, you know, fully loaded.
Hearing Suge Knight breaking down in detail how to kill someone by injecting them with acquired immune deficiency syndrome had many eyes his way. Knowing the ruthless person he was, it was believed by some that he was capable of doing it. BG Knockout would release the song In My Prime, where he also stands on that side of the fence, believing that Eazy E was assassinated. Frost would later also reveal that he believed the tainted blood was transferred, stating the deed had to be done when Eazy E went to the acupuncture and subliminally mentioned Suge's name, calling him evil.
Is that someone, I won't say the name, but people know the name. I don't want to say that name, because it's a name. But, you know, another person in rap, if you know your history of rap, calls him a so if you know your history in rap, or West Coast rap, you'll know who I'm saying. But I was told, even in the last conversation from Eazy, not to even talk to that man. And not only that, but I think that they really had a stronghold of giving him tainted needles with the virus in them through acupuncture, because
Ebby would take this claim to a medical professional, asking the question if the virus can be transmitted to someone in this manner. An answer left the room silent. These revelations placed Suge Knight high on the list of cold conspirators in Eazy's passing, right along with another group speculated by some to be a suspect, the FBI. Given Eazy-E's gang-fueled music and disrespect toward the cops with songs like F the Police, he was allegedly on the FBI's radar.
This is frankly offensive to me, and I think to any parent that would hear and would know what these lyrics are all about, they would find that it is nothing but filth.
Eazy-E's final interview, it was revealed that the KKK had a hit on his head, and the FBI allegedly knew the information but refused to inform him his life was in danger. Eazy-E didn't doubt that they wanted him gone.
But I didn't know that Eazy E still may have been on the government's radar years after the incident.
Those may hate you. Those may hate you. But when you hate them, then you destroy yourself.
There have been theories and rumors for years that the government may have been involved in the death of many rappers. But to hear Eazy himself in the very last interview he gave talk about this makes me think that this is something we need to look into much further.
Later on, a doctor and a specialist by the name of Dr. Wilbert Jordan was interviewed and stated that he treated two alleged women who claimed they contracted the virus from Eazy E, and they're still alive and well.
During that time, we know that he had a number of other women in his life. So I just want to talk about them for a second.
I have 2 of my patients.
2 of the women were your patients? Just want to make sure I heard that correctly.
Yes.
Yes.
One is still my patient.
So they were indeed infected?
Yes, oh yeah, they were infected.
Okay.
Something says that they got infected from him.
It appears that the more the truth is sought after, the more the original story about his rapid decline of health, to be diagnosed with acquired immune deficiency syndrome and his passing becoming more doubted, and if in fact his passing was foul play, that's what those responsible was banking on. Eazy E had built something monumental, not to mention led one of the most pioneering groups in hip-hop history, N.W.A. The sad part is that even though the group fell out, months before he passed, they were reconnecting and reasoning out their grievances to reunite, but never got the chance. Rest in peace, the godfather of gangster rap, Eazy E.